Yes, my microphone seems to be working. Let me check your microphone. Nope, your microphone is not working. So, I'm sorry, folks. Bear with us as we, can everyone test? Huh, still no desktop audio. This is great. Great content. Alright, keep testing.
Testing.
Good.
One,
Okay, it says it's
eight,
picking up
five,
now.
We're good?
two,
Yeah,
three,
I
four,
think
five, four,
so.
three, two, one.
If anyone, is in the chat, they could tell me if it's working or not.
It was
Graph,
in immediately.
Graph, are you in chat? Um, anyway,
We're good.
hello, and welcome to the Proficiency Bonus channel. I am your kind and oh so loving DM Sarah, and tonight we are playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Before we begin, what did I do? Before we begin, I would like to thank some of our sponsors tonight that have made the show possible, including Twitch, Streamlabs, OBS, Little Dragon Corps, where you can type an exclamation point like Little Dragon in chat for more information, and if you use the coupon code Little Dragon at checkout, if you use the coupon code Pro Bonus, at the checkout, you'll receive a 10% discount on your order. And our other sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games, exclamation point CCG in chat for more information about them. They have all sorts of tabletop and card-based games for you to peruse. They are located in Evans, Georgia. And if you stick around, next month will be our 4-year anniversary, 4-year birthday. So last year, Cardboard Castle was generous enough to sponsor some of our items for giveaways and stuff, so you never know what you'll find around. So keep on watching and stay tuned for more information about that. And now, last time on a very special episode of Rime and the Frostmaiden, the players went to meet Azus and Gellum and Brinchander to check in on their status. They decided to invest their hard-earned dragon hoard in an inn, the to-be-constructed Sarvent's watering hole, which had previously been burnt to the ground. The group decided this would allow them a place to come and go as they pleased while they needed to be in Brinchander. Farewell, Anji and Gray went to talk to Gellum at the town hall about this development, while Evander and Kavik sought a seedier side of the city. They found the gatekeep and which was a tavern, and were introduced to a group of ne'er-dwellers that told them to seek a woman named Velma at the local pigeon coop. The adventurers decided to stay in town for a while and wait for the inn to be constructed. During this time, Evander was taken from his bed one night and was initiated into the Trust, a group of assassins that work and operate around 10 towns. After this initiation, this group went on to have a contest. Well, the whole group went on to have a contest that was poorly worded, to see who in town was best suited to look after the inn in their absence while they were away from Brinchander. The winners happened to be Megan and Horash from the ragged nomad tribe of the Bear. Gray challenged these two to combat. In the ring, Gray ferociously took two warriors as there were color commentary, betting, and even some invisible shenanigans going on. Anji took it upon himself to cast a few spells on Horash, depleting his health faster, unbeknownst to Gray. In a final act of power, Gray took his newly acquired Ring of the Ram and drove his fist in the tribesman's chest and killed him outright. Right now, the crowd is dispersing. Megan is grieving her dead companion, and there are repercussions to be had. And so it goes. Auntie did have a word with the crowd and told them to disperse. However, you see officials in uniform coming up to you and your party.
I believe Gray had started walking away on his own after talking to Anji, so I don't know how far he's gotten. But
He's gotten about like 30-50 feet away from the ring at this point. But you see some guards approaching in from different streets. As this happened in the direct center of town. Maybe 3 of the streets have guards encroaching that were like patrolling the perimeter of the circle. And they go, "Oi! You there! You need to stop. Put your
Stops walking.
arms in the air. Turn around. And they approach you quickly and efficiently and grab you and manacle you. And they say, "We see what you did there. Now we come to collect you and your party to interrogate you with further questions on what exactly happened here."
I don't see why the rest of them needs to
You
be
organized
involved.
this event. How can we know what truly was going on here?
Because I'm the one who bloody did it. I did it.
Yeah,
They
you're going to a cell. The rest of them are going to be interrogated. And you see the other guards. There are 2 pairs of them, so 6 total. Come in and kind of corral you as they kind of force you almost go towards the town hall. Is anyone fighting this, or it's just south of here, so you don't have to go very far. They're just kind of moving in.
If I see um, Gray going with them willingly, I will also go with them willingly.
Okay. Gray is going willingly.
Are they doing anything? They're just corralling us. They're not like trying to
They're not
take our.
they're not manacling any of you.
No, but they're just corralling us. They're not trying to
Yeah.
take weapons or
No.
just
They just
pushing
want to
us.
question you.
All right, I'll go along.
This is a little loud.
I would go along as well.
Okay, and Anja says, "Oh well, fine. I guess I'll go too." And she will join the party, and you'll be in front, little Gray, with your hands manacled. They do relieve you of your weapon. Weapons. And they
The
just
big
kind of
ol'
hold it.
bag.
well,
They're
I
not-
mean, most of them are in the quiver. Do
Yep.
they know about the quiver?
They do not. They don't seem to notice anything. They
Okay.
just relieve you of your 1 weapon. I think that you have out 1 weapon, and then they relieve you of the quiver. They don't seem to rifling through anything. Everything speeds on the up and up. They just don't want you to be armed as you enter the building.
Okay.
They don't know about the ring either, too, it looks like. So, as you enter the building, you are led downstairs to a large temporary jail cell. You're the only one inside. So there are bars all around you and a stone wall. And it looks like 2 of the guards that brought you there are gonna stand there and wait for orders. The rest of you 4 are led to this sheriff's room. That is Sheriff Markham Southwell. And he looks at you all and says, "Well, what the hell happened out there?"
Seems you've taken us in for something that you believe has happened. Why don't you tell me, what do you think happened? And we can correct you from there.
I've heard reports of. I knew that there was this contest going on for strength and wits, but no one told me that there would be death. Murder
Okay,
is not allowed.
of course. Murder kind of, is, of course, not what was intended from the course of events, as could be seen by the waivers that the contestants signed, by everything involved with the coin and the whole operation. Had murder been the intent, believe me, there are less flashy ways that we would have gone about it. Clearly, murder was not the goal here. You do understand that, right?
All I know is a lot of people have coin missing, a lot of transferred coin at your event where there was murder. Now, listen. I have orders He looks exasperated. To try some newfangled bullshit. You will be led to a conference room to wait on your compatriot and then be looked over by Alkalite Matthias.
What is the alkalite for?
He's there to, well, we're trying a new procedure to determine the intentions of those convicted.
It
Now,
seems to me that we're being detained for something that we did not do. Are we responsible for this murder?
you're
I
not
don't
directly
believe so.
responsible, but we don't know how far up this goes or down it goes. So if you please. And he kind of like opens a door behind him, and it looks like it goes into this pretty big conference room with a very gray stone walls, a very large round table, and he just says, "If you could just sit, it would make things a lot quicker, with a lot less paperwork."
Yeah, I had to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Feet up on the table.
Havoc also goes and sits, but he's looking very concerned. His brow is furrowed, and it just looks like his mind wheels are turning really fast.
All right. Very well.
I take my friend from my shoulder and put it on top of my head as I go into the conference room.
They kind of look at you funny, like, too many questions today. I think I got art of Sheriff Markham, if you want it. Let's see if he's in here. Yeah. You see this man come down to you, Gray, and say, "Alright, guards, he's with me. We're trying this new shite upstairs, but if you could just follow him." And they nod, and he says, "You, Gray, I believe, right? Guys are kind of famous around 10 towns by now, but if you would please follow us, we're gonna try something new."
As long as no one tries to take off my helmet, that's all I ask.
You hiding something under there?
Not hiding.
Alright, so he'll let you go.
Okay.
And you see your party all sitting around this table. Anji has a seat at one of the sides, and Vervo, where are you sitting? I'm sorry.
Wherever it doesn't.
Okay. And you see this small gnome cleric come in, and he's like, "Well, I'm Alkalite Matthias, and I'm from the House of the Thunder, and I'm here to detect you." And he looks kind of like, really, like, the sheriff kind of shrugs at him too, and it looks like there was a lot of paperwork involved to make this a kind of a common effort, but no one wants to really go through with it.
Hello.
Well, alright. I'm sorry?
Okay. I was just saying hello.
Alright, one at a time, one at a time. Alright. It's gonna take a second for all of you, but I'm going to need you to stand over there, and one of you walk in front of me at a time, and I think that I can write stuff down and judge appropriately in the meantime.
Listen, I don't mean to be too brash. How long is this gonna take? I mean, I've got other arrangements today. I think I was gonna perhaps go buy some flowers or
man,
plant some seeds.
That's impossible in this winter.
It's a better use of my time than sitting around in here.
Well, this shouldn't take long. This shouldn't take long. Alright. You! Helmet. You first. And he directs you to stand up in front of
Great.
the wall.
Great point, or not great. Kavik points at himself, talking to me.
The convicted helmet one.
Oh, right, sorry.
You know, I was going by names. Apparently, we're already well known here, but sure. I'll stand
I
over
don't
where
know,
he
I
told me
don't
to
get out much. So stand
You
against
could
that
ask.
wall.
I am standing by a wall.
Then I guess, dwarf lady, you next. And she kind of goes, well, I've been called many things in my life, but something more appropriate would be nice. Matthias goes
Statistically
to,
interesting that you've never been referred to as dwarf lady, but sure.
she might be lying. Matthias goes, turns to Vander and goes, creepy, you go next.
Flipping the bird with my mage hand
Yeah.
as I
Yeah. Your fingers are long enough. You don't need that mage hand thing, whatever. You other helmet fellow, go next. Yes, you now.
All right. I go up and I'll stand against the wall.
And lastly, I don't even know what to call you.
I take the chewing off my head, put it on my shoulder, and throw down my hood, and take off my, I guess I don't need it because I don't breathe, but whatever. And then I point over to Kavik, and then Gray, and then me, and I go over.
Okay. And he seems to be casting a spell, some incantations. And then he looks down the line, and first he looks at you, Gray, and says, Evil! Oh my lord, you're evil. Something happened to you. You're definitely evil. And then he looks at Anji and goes,
Excuse me?
That's odd. You don't have a soul? She goes, well, why would I need one of those? And
Can I tell what kind of spell this person is casting?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check. He looks at Evander and he goes, I'm getting some sort of interference on this one. That's kind of
You're
weird.
not as evil as Gray.
No.
Better luck next time.
There's something blocking. He looks at Kavik and he says, "Oh, you're good-ish.
No, I'm evil, like him.
No, you're not quite right in the head. No.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
So just what is this supposed to accomplish? I mean, quite frankly, you've all gone by and told us things which we pretty much already know about ourselves.
No, you don't understand. There's something wrong with his head. And then what the fuck are you? I don't even know.
Wrong
Do
with
you
my
even
head?
have whatever? Those amulets that you all have, half of you have, those are very evil.
So I rolled a 15 on the Arcana check.
It looks to be like you don't know exactly, it's not in your wheelhouse per se. Looks to be some sort of spell that would kind of see where someone's alignment would be.
So you bring us all in here and you line us up and you point at me and make You wave your fingers and then you point at me and determine my entire morals.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Make baseless accusations about the state of one person's mind.
And how are we to even believe that you're telling the truth? You could have certainly some ulterior motives to claiming that this man who has helped save children from danger out of the goodness of his heart is evil.
Give me an intelligence check, Evander.
9.
Something's nagging you, but you don't know what. You're not quite right with that statement, but you don't know why.
I mean, sit me down with a damn zone of truth spell, ask me if I meant to kill the guy, I'll say no. But if we're doing it this way, then why should I even
This
say
seems
anything?
highly questionable as far as the legality goes. How do we know that he's telling the truth? There's no kind of check on him.
No, not. I spelled it wrong. Hold on, give me 1 second.
The only thing I would trust this guy with is that these amulets are no good, but we already knew that.
Hey, maybe we can go back and get more power from those people.
Well,
Cash in on a membership.
Certain that we could discuss that later, Evander.
Well, this would have taken
Look.
6 minutes, by the way. Sorry, it took a minute each time.
look, I'm not denying the obvious that everyone saw with their own eyes. But it wasn't purposeful or meditated in any way.
I know, but it doesn't mean that your heart's in a bad place. I don't know what to say. You're as evil as those amulets around your bodies.
If what I want and how I mean to achieve it, some silly little spell says I'm evil for that, then I, frankly, don't give a fuck.
I don't think you understand. You see, your soul is evil, so therefore I can't take anything you say as honest, 'cause I don't believe you.
Well, you said something was wrong.
Well, I think you are being I'm gonna recount this and say he lightly placed his hand on each of your shoulders. I'm sorry about that. I forgot about that part as I wrote some of my stuff down. Sorry. So he said,
Don't touch me there, please.
he
Oh,
said,
sorry.
listen, something is affecting you. I don't believe you started out this way. That's the point of having faith. I believe that you weren't like this before, and something caused you to be evil.
Well, I believe
Right.
I'm a good man.
What does this have to do with the ongoing trial in the first place? This doesn't even seem applicable.
Well, they're gonna cut his head off if he doesn't change. So I think that's pretty big.
So what I gather from that then is we have time for him to change his ways, and so there's no real need for us to sit around here anymore.
Listen. I don't believe any of you I don't believe in absolute evil besides the 9 hells below. I believe people can change. Now, I will contact a cleric in Fireshire that might be able to help, but it will take a 10-day for her to get here. We have no one powerful enough here to remove any sort of affliction of this sort. But maybe if you go out and then return, just maybe we can help you. If you accept it.
Let me get this straight. I kill a man in the city square in front of everyone. But you're saying that if I see this cleric, I won't be beheaded. I'll just be fine.
I believe so.
Right.
So-
You don't work for the government officially, do you? You're somehow contracted in for this?
Yes, the mayor has the town speaker, sorry. The speaker has a greater understanding of religion and politics, which should never be mixed, but now they are. And,
It's a fantasy world. They can mix
yeah.
as much as they want.
Don't do this in real life, but here you can say that the House of the Morning Lord is stepping in to save the souls, as many as possible.
I mean, look, if the option is see a cleric or be beheaded, then I think the decision is quite plain for me. Acolyte. I much like where my head is.
I believe you've waited a
Apparently
while.
Apparently my head isn't quite right at all.
We already knew that, Kavik.
He looks like Havoc, and
But
you're
it's
not
often a good way.
evil, but something is afflicting you. Something beyond the divine. Now, this cleric might be able to help you as well, sir, but I'm not exactly sure what's wrong.
So, are you saying that I'm going to wait here for 10 days for this cleric, or am I going out to see him? Her, them, whatever.
I think they said that we're not allowed to wait in the city. So we'll have to return after 10 days to see this cleric.
And if I don't,
If you don't return, then you will be a wanted man throughout 10 towns, not allowed to step foot in the city. Any of the cities.
fine. I'll speak with your cleric.
Good. I will let her know immediately. And who can I message, perhaps, when she is available? Andrew goes,
Is
well,
it possible
we're
for us
talking about
just to go
psychic
there?
messages. I can be the receiver.
Since it's my neck on the chopping block, quite literally, why don't you just tell me directly?
people don't like the voices in their heads type thing, so I was just leaving it open to interpretation, but that seems fair.
Looks at Anji.
What? I don't do it. Okay, you do it on purpose, but
Is our business concluded, Acolyte?
I just need you all to sign these papers, and then I will message you within the 10-day.
I hold up my manacled hands for the pen.
Oh, he opens the door, yells out in the hallway. Ah, need those keys to the things with the... Yeah, okay. And someone
I
comes
mean, I
in
could-
and manacles you.
Could have gotten out of them whenever I wanted, but I was being respectful. The pen, please.
Yes. So he hands you a quill, he hands each of you quills. You get like a small stack of documents that you all have to sign saying that you did this thing, you arrested, whole deal, whole shebang, and yeah. Acolyte Matthew says, this isn't what I like to tell people, but it is for their own good. And he takes his papers and bows to you all and leaves.
On his way out, Evander will just psychically link with this dude.
Yeah.
And is just gonna let him know, just, good luck, Acolyte. May you soon grow into your big boy robes and be a full priest one day. And maybe be infinitely more helpful than you were on this evening.
Such a dick, dude. I love it.
Make an intimidation check.
Like, come on, I'm basically getting off
Sorry,
scotch
checking
free
my
with
sheet.
murder. Don't ruin it for me, man.
21.
He lets out a squeak. And he like half looks back, doesn't want to make eye contact, and like scurries out of the room.
He wets his big boy robes.
Pretty much.
I would definitely read every single page, and then if it's if it's acceptable, that just says like I've done this thing and now I'm free to go, sort of thing, then I'd sign it. But if there's anything
Yes,
suspicious in there, then
No, it seems
I wouldn't.
It seems fine. Just saying that you were detained. You assented to a spell being cast upon you, and you were free to go.
By the
I'll
way, it wasn't a
sign-
charm spell,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
It was not a charm spell.
Just okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'll sign, but I'll keep the quill.
Okay.
You're that guy.
Um,
I want to see if I can make a better one.
Are
Cabot,
my
give me a Arcana check. Cause after Nate asked what the spell was, it is familiar, but it's not yours.
Natural 20.
You believed he was casting.
That's our gym.
Yeah, you believe he was casting Identify on each of you.
Oh, I'm very familiar with that.
Yes.
Where was his pearl?
It was in his hand.
He's got to have a pearl.
Yeah. And
Apparently, you got to
now,
have pearl. To those of you watching at home, I spent the first half of what we've been doing casting Identify on everything and not using a pearl. So,
no problem.
thankfully,
Okay.
Sarah allowed that to stand. But now I have the pearl.
Yeah, you just need one pearl, so you've got it in your dragon hoard at least, so it's fine. So you know that if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn from what spells, if any, are currently inflicting it.
And he said something was afflicting me.
Yes.
And me.
Yes.
I guess we return to the inn to collect our valuables.
I'll just wait by the stables with our axe beaks. I mean, we don't have any other business, right?
I don't believe so.
I guess I'll go to the inn and
I'll-
pack
I'll
up
wait.
my
I'll
forge
wait by the
equipment. And
stables with you. Since I don't... Everything was probably on me anyway.
I'll also bring all my stuff to the stables and kind of load it on my new self-propelling sled
Cool.
I made last time.
Yes. Andrew will go collect some stuff and then meet you at the stables. And what would you be doing, Amanda?
I'd probably just tag along with Anji,
Okay.
just not doing anything of note.
Well, I'm waiting with Gray at the stables. I will point at the amulet hanging off his belt.
You still got that bag?
I'll open it up.
I'm not gonna like freezing my ass off, but I don't like people casting shit on me anyway. So
You are in warm weather clothes, so you're not
Yeah.
too bad. I mean, cold weather clothes. Sorry, warm clothes,
Yeah.
cold weather gear.
yeah,
Okay, you know.
I
Clothes
just
keeping us warm.
I wear a lot of metal, and
True.
that gets pretty cool.
Very true.
All right, but yeah, he puts it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Whenever I arrive, I'll also relinquish my amulet as well.
Into the bag of holding.
Hmm.
Okay. And I believe Evander still
You
has
gotta
it?
ask. This bag of holding.
Oh. Farewell. I think you ought to keep this for me as in the bag. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'll open it up.
I like that Kevin's like, you have to ask. Yeah, but
Can't
I'll
just
open it
assume
for
you put it in there. You gotta.
That is fair.
Sorry.
Is that now all of our?
Evander still has his. I don't think he put it in the bag.
I still have
Everybody
mine on
but,
me.
Evander has put theirs in the bag.
I thought you buried yours in Anju's, so.
Nobody knows that.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry about that.
We all think they're in the bag.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Could we have the Icewind Dale map?
Yes. They would have given you your weapons back, right, as you exited the building.
Thank you.
But here is the Icewind Dale map.
So, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
I read in the snow. Wood cabin.
well, if we went back through Targos and then Bremen, we could search for the druid and then finish the loop to the cabin. Or we could go back to Tourmaline, this place called Lonely Wood, and then go straight to the cabin. We don't have anywhere else to go, right?
Whenever Lonelywood
Wasn't there
comes up,
talk of going to the cavern?
I pointed the druid word in the snow.
whenever the word Lonelywood comes up in the conversation, I also point to the druid.
I look at you weirdly.
So normally,
I suppose since I can't move my face,
I
I definitely like side-eye though, like.
I would say maybe do like a clockwise around the lake. Search for the druid because I want to see if I can find them. Hit the cabin. Then if we wanted to go to the cairn, we could sort of just make a big circle.
Well,
Sure.
there's more shoveling at the cairn.
And
What was our objective with this druid again?
personal. I just want to speak with one.
Sure.
Simple as that. Well,
All right, let's get started then.
I will draw out a route for us, and I will make it a color that I think will be visible. I'll make it dark.
Thank you.
Ah, I've just drawn it not how I wanted to draw it. Just get rid of that. Yeet.
Just drew a huge black line across the lake.
I just drew a huge. I mean, can you see it? I'm doing it again. I'm trying to pan. I'm drawing lines. I can do this. I'm amazing. I'm an artist. Watch me paint my canvas.
Leap on the wind. Look how I saw.
Are you looking for the druid you met before?
No.
Okay.
This
This is
was
a
a
different
tiefling druid that was sighted.
Okay.
Because I said, have you met any druids to the, I believe it was the hunters.
Right.
And they said that there was one sighted west of Mare Dualden
Okay.
Lake. So basically, hit that, then hit that, then hit that, then hit that, then fudge. I'm working on it, but we can do the actual movement while I fix it.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. So do you guys
Yes.
want to fast forward a little time, or do you have any business?
Yeah, do we have any
Specific.
business in Bremen or Targos?
No,
so.
this will be
I
the
don't
second
think-
time that we're doing a little bit of a pass by Bremen.
Just gonna kind of pedal on through with our convoy.
Actually, let's
'Cause-
see which city you stop in.
So just for
Bit
ease,
of a
I went
drive through
from
Vegas.
Cairn to Lonely Wood. Does anyone have a reason that they want to revisit Cair Dinaval or Cair Konig? No? Okay.
Don't.
In
Right.
Bremen, you find an inn, and as you sleep there one night, and if this is contingent on if farewell is up and carving.
Probably would be.
In the main room or in their room. I'm sorry, would you be in the room or would you be?
Depends how late it is. If it's, I mean, before midnight, maybe in the main room. After that, probably in my own room.
Why can't I find the thing I saved for you? Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so mad. Why? Why?
It would have taken a day or two to get to Bremen, right?
Yes. Probably 2 days to Targos and 2 days to Bremen.
Ah, okay. Then the Ring of Thoran is fully recharged anyway.
Oh, and then hold on. During those times.
So it's been 4 days now? Or 3?
4 days.
Would those, because our axe beaks and stuff get fed when they are at inns and stuff, right?
Yes. If
Okay.
you pay for it.
I would have, so I'll just take out like a couple silver for the inns in Bremen and Targos. I don't think
Okay.
I don't think anyone keeping this too much.
Sorry, I gotta find. What was I looking? Oh, I was finding something for farewell, and now I can't find it.
Take your time. Look through your notes.
Gosh darn it. Wasn't anything. I'm sorry, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sure. We're in the inn in Bremen. Well, it has already been 4 days, actually. I wonder how strict they're going to be about my return to Brinchander. I might actually have
Well,
We
to
should
confirm
just
it.
turn back around.
I think perhaps we ought to see about if we can spend a day trying to find this druid, and then if not, then we can turn back around, and that'll be approximately the right amount of time for us to get back.
All right.
Then I think we can head counterclockwise over to the cairn, and then over and to investigate this cabin.
Yeah. All this back and forth is starting to. How long has it been? How long has it been since this all began? Close to a month, I think.
Almost two, I think.
I don't know how long your months are here. 30?
I don't know. I lose track of that kind of thing.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
No, but
Time is
every
just a
day is.
construct, and I can construct something better.
Time is a
Then
construct
time.
insofar as the more time that's used, the more there's people going around gathering that Chardolin for that damn dragon heart.
Now hold on.
Thing.
I am quite caught up. You can construct something better than time, Kavik. I know you were bold, but come on.
I mean, this current timekeeping system, it's not really that efficient. They're always losing time. They need to add extra days here and there in order to make up time. I'm sure that I could construct a better type of calendar.
Hey, it's not exactly what you were referring to, but uh, has your big old brain ever dabbled in the thoughts of chronomancy?
Chronomancy. Now, there's something interesting.
It's kind of a specialty back home in the place where I'm from, Salvation. Chronomancers partially responsible for why I'm here, I'm sure, as I am a little bit out of time, as it would seem.
What do they do? I mean, I feel quite acquainted with various mancies. Ne'er have I come across chronomancy.
The greatest feat of what we called the 13. They lifted several cities, islands, including mine, Salvation, and suspended it in time above the ground, up in the air, so that we could all be safe from the horrors down below. I bring it up because if you're going to send me home, you're going to have to probably use a little bit of it. Just start your research.
I'll see what I can consider.
So, you may actually be eating your words a little bit when you say that you can invent something better than time.
Are there more mundane, well, relatively mundane uses for this chronomancy? Can you alter events that happened? Let's say I made some mistake, like I murdered a man by punching a hole through his chest. Would I be able to use chronomancy to revert the course of time and make sure that never happened? As an example, of course. It's merely topical.
Since it's topical, yes, it's possible.
Havoc's eyes are just bugging out of his helmet.
Don't get too
And-
excited.
And so, like, he starts, like, mind palacing right away. Just beautiful minding timelines and moving forwards and backwards through times. Like,
The further you go, the more dangerous it is. If it was right in the moment and you caught yourself, that's simple. A mistake some time in the making is probably too dangerous to attempt to rewrite, because we all have to live with our mistakes at some point. But people like me, the Knights of the Echo, we are particularly susceptible to its magic. You've seen me be able to manipulate it. I can be somewhere that I wasn't, but also was in another time, in another place. And
oh,
yes, that is what the technique is called. It is the reason why we are sworn to wear the mask, the armor. It is we call it the echo chamber, to separate oneself from their own perception allows you to more manipulate the possibilities of what you could be, where you could be, when you could be.
I would just like to caution you, although perhaps this is coming from a place of naivete, that the more you remove yourself from that, the more you remove yourself from who you are. Perhaps this is cause for you being evil and not knowing it. But more onto things which benefit me. Is this time magic, is it something you can be taught? Is it something I can learn? Because if you're going home, then I'm coming with you. Nothing else than to learn your ways and probably find a way back here afterwards.
Well, you are of some notable arcane persuasion, though you're not necessarily what I would call an academic. That doesn't mean
Not
that
yet.
it's possible, I suppose. Most knights are paired with a chronomancer. They are our partners. They are our confidants. And we are their protectors. If you played nice, maybe someone would deign you talented enough to take on as an apprentice. As for teaching you here, I am quite sure that it is not practiced yet. Funny thing that is. And though I know the forms and I know the philosophy, I do not have the ability to teach you.
Something to look forward to then.
Havoc
Or look back on.
grabs the nearest sheaf of paper or his notebook or something and like scurries off to a corner. It's like scribbling madly.
How I've done it.
And And okay. And I move my mic up. There we go. And this is what I wanted to do. I'm so sorry, guys. I just wanted to give Farewell something neat.
That's
So,
okay. We had a little scene.
That's good. I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
we had a moment.
So Farewell, as this conversation's going on and you're carving, this really small, short halfling comes up and says, "Look, let me see what you're making. Let me see."
I hold out the mostly finished smoking pipe, the second one that I've been working on.
Ooh, I carved two! And he pulls out what looks like a cute little lucky cat figurine. He says, "Yep." He says, "I'll trade you for something you have."
I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out the one that I carved during the time skip. And it has a figure of a dragon carved into the bowl.
Oh, cool.
It's a short pipe. It's not really like what you would think of as a long, like Sherlock Holmes pipe, but I'll hold it out.
That's nifty. You don't mind trading? I love trading with people. It's the most fascinating thing. Look, and he pulls out, he opens a bag, and inside are like dozens of these little carvings and all different styles, and looks like he just likes having the knickknacks around and carves himself. So he'll say, "That's very, very cool. Very, very. Did you? And you did this all yourself? Wow. How long did it take you?" 10 things. Wow.
I make like I guess I'd have shavings, so I'd make sort of
Yeah.
if it was really fine shavings, I just make it day.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you were. Yeah, you didn't talk that much. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I talk as much for both of us. So here you go. And he hands you this cute little looking cat figurine. And here you go. Can you see it now? No? Yes?
Yep, I can.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh.
So I just thought it was some. I came across it. I'm like, it's a figurine. I have to give it to Parallel. So, okay. So, yeah, that's it. He skirted off. He's very excited that he's got a new toy for his collection. So, and then
I'll look over to my Winga, who's I don't know what he's doing. He's like,
he's
yeah.
playing in the
Put it on the
the sawdust like snow. He's like, wow, this doesn't help.
I put the figurine beside them and let them check it out.
Pokes it.
And I'll just go back to carving.
Okay.
Now my only pipe.
Okay.
And
Are you gonna spend time with this so you attune to it, or are you gonna not?
I probably would,
Okay.
check it out over an hour,
Okay.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. As long as it's out and you're just kind of, looking up from whenever you're doing it, I'm gonna say you're attuned to it. So, yeah, now you have a little lucky cat.
Imagine that kid's mom's like, "You gave away our magic sculpture for what?"
This nifty dragon pipe. It's so cool.
Like, that's like when
Magic
that's-
beans.
I got in trouble for trading Game Boy Advance games and stuff with a kid down the street, and it was like, "You didn't pay for those," and I was like, "But I got paid for them."
Summer smother.
So that's it for the night. Unless you guys want to do anything else, then. All right. So that's Bremen.
Try and find this druid.
Yeah. So give me a survival check for the first day. We'll do a couple survival checks to see if you can locate anything as you wander the plane.
For this, I don't normally do this, but
Yeah.
I do have a couple trained dogs with me. Can
Yes.
they try and help me do some tracking here?
Yes, you can have an assist,
Awesome.
and
Okay.
you do have the net 20 for the week.
Oh, oh, that's right. I was rewarded for that.
Yeah.
I'll hold on. I'm good. I'm
As
good
this
at
is
tracking.
happening,
Yeah.
before we would head
I
out,
rolled.
or I guess right while we do it, I would learn see invisibility and cast that in order to try and help out for an hour.
Okay. Cool.
And I rolled a nat 20 on the first roll, so 24 survival.
Well, that ruins those plans.
Find me a druid.
Well,
Maybe.
you come up to some tracks, and they don't look like druid tracks.
Well, a druid can be anything, so I'm not swearing off of it yet. What kind of tracks are they?
They look big.
They
Look, where
have
is
"I am
this?
not a druid" printed into the
Right?
heel.
They look like double your size tracks.
It's still
But
humanoid.
they are like.
No, they're not.
humanoid.
Well, they're upright on two legs, so it's hard to tell.
Like, are they boot prints or are they
No.
bare feet?
Bare feet. Clawed. Bare feet. Big.
Big clawed bare feet.
Can I make any accurate identification of what creature it might be?
Oh, I forgot you saw these in a distance. It's Yeti tracks.
Okay.
Sorry,
I thought it
forgot you saw
because
them in the
someone
distance.
because someone did say, because I remember we've been informed that there was Yeti doing some things.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeti.
you see those in the area.
I don't think we're ready for the Yeti.
Wasn't there someone saying that there was is there like a bounty on some Yeti? Some special Yeti? Am I forgetting that? Remembering that wrong?
Is that a DM question? Or great
I think
question?
it's a DM. Wasn't there like
There's a
some like
red
big
Yeti
Yeti?
pelt.
Red Yeti.
Red Yeti. But it wasn't in this area.
Okay, so these are just Yeti.
Yeah.
Mm. No signs of a druid yet. I suppose if they don't want to be found, I'll keep. I won't follow the Yeti tracks per se. I guess I'll keep searching. I don't know how long it's been.
Well, I'm gonna say for the day that's your check. Find Yeti in the area so you avoid a surprise attack by the Yeti. Because I was gonna make you battle 3 Yeti. So, good job. But I'm gonna say that you're gonna before you get around the whole druid sighting area, you're gonna make another check from Bremen up. So, is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make another check with advantage.
Well, that one has fallen to the abyss. Another natural 20.
Nice.
The first
Oh.
one was a 2.
Okay.
Second one was a 20.
So we'll say on
My
this.
man.
24 again.
We'll say
I
on
want
this
this druid.
on this edge, right on the edge of where you think that where the locale would be, you see on the plains, like the icy tundra, you see a campfire near this copse of trees coming up, and
I
it's
look at Evander.
so desolate that you know that no one could really survive the elements out here except for something like that.
Looks familiar.
That it does.
The last one was helpful, but I'm actually hoping for someone different. If we've like fanned out at all, I'll like do like some sort of signal whistle to be like to reconvene everybody so that I
Okay.
can
She's
go
about.
towards it.
She would be about maybe like 100 yards away. You see it on the very distance kind of thing.
Football field
Yep.
away. All right. Well, let's get to the end zone.
maybe just take a quick 10 minutes so I could, maybe learn detect thoughts again.
Sure.
Cool, we did it. Sorry, I just wanted to make it known that I, learned detect thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Gray waits kind of impatiently, but will wait as a good boy.
For how long did you learn that?
I learned it for only an hour.
Okay.
All right. I will now proceed towards the camp.
Okay.
Fire. Not necessarily a camp.
Where is that spell?
These druids just be sitting out in the middle of Antarctica with a with a fire.
This one. Where's the spell?
They're kind of one with nature.
Yeah, she made. This one has like as you come up, you see can't find the spell, but it looks like
Druid
a little.
Grove?
Yeah, it's a druid grove. I can't find the spell, but I know it's a
This
druid grove.
yeah, it's like a 6th or 7th level druid spell.
Okay, I was looking up at 8th. That's why I can't find it.
Oh,
So it might
maybe.
be 6th.
Yeah, I think it might be 7th because I think it's basically the
7th.
druid's version of Magnificent Mansion.
Oh, druid grove. It is a 6th level spell. Okay, I was looking at 7th and 8th. Okay.
I got
Thank you. Thank you, Boo. Alright, so she has a little, druid grove going there. It's it's not like a lush vegetation you would think. It looks like a deciduous forest, but it looks warmer and more spring-like. Not exactly bursting with energy of spring, more like a March. So, if you're from the East Coast, if you're from Canada, I don't know what to tell you. It's always cold there, so. I'm just
Summers
kidding.
can get pretty intense depending on.
Yeah, true. So it's like a Marchy, like balmy, not balmy, like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that 40, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not freezing, but it's not.
Early spring, a
Yeah.
little bit of snow still.
Yeah, exactly. So. But she's just warm enough with her campfire, and she notices you, but doesn't move like against you or for you. She just sits there and kind of stirs the pot.
So yeah, this is definitely distinctly a different druid than the last time,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Muted.
Me? I didn't say anything.
Sorry, no, it was me.
Oh.
I realized. I said, does the make any sort of any kind of contact as we approach?
She says, "Soup's on." It's soup.
May we join you to
Of course,
partake in some of this soup, please?
please. And she like, it's like a little half circle dome kind of thing, with so you can see in, but there are trees on the other side. And she gestures you to sit like on a couple there's some wood, but there's also like some patches of grass. So she gestures you to sit.
Your kind are hard to find.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, your ability to survive out in these wastes probably means that you don't get a lot of visitors. You're hard to find.
There are a few of us out here that started off in what you would call a coven together. And since we have splintered, I take it you've met one of my brethren, let's call them.
We've spoken with another druid.
Do you recall her name?
She did give it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Her name was Rieta.
My notes aren't that good.
Rieta.
I'm on a different computer than normal.
It's okay.
I don't have my notes. I'm sorry.
Well, I am Damia. Rieta has been my friend for more years than I would like to admit.
Damien.
There are few that wander these frozen tundras. Why are you out here?
I seek one of your abilities, probably one of your coven. I was hoping it was you, but I'm assuming the way that you speak that you're not the one that I'm looking for. You do not know me.
Alas, I do not.
Then my time is wasted.
I will tell you if it's not me or Rieta. We're seeking a druid north of here. Let's go with northeast of here. Past Calvin's Cairn.
Of course. So 3 would make your coven then?
Yes.
Why did you split? If you and one of the 3 are still friends, I assume it's because of this third.
She was different. She poked her nose into business she didn't belong to.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Sure. I forget what that does exactly. You're gonna have to tell me.
So, right now, I just get like surface level information of what's on their mind. But I can choose to dig deeper,
Okay.
which gives me more of a clear understanding. I'll copy and paste it into the Roll20
Okay.
chat.
Yeah, and I think it says something about like you can ask leading questions to sort of guide their thoughts.
Okay.
So
I just didn't know
what
the
she's
probing deeper thing. I forgot.
yeah,
that.
so what she's talking
Yeah.
about right now, it would probably be assumed she's thinking about the things that she's talking about.
Okay, so you're not making her make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. So,
No,
alright.
no, not yet, at least.
So, like surface thoughts. The name you keep getting the name Amnon. Amnon, Amnon. And you actually get 2 other words. 3 other words. We'll go 3. 2 phrases. One is lover's quarrel, and the other is resurrection.
You said that she dips into things where she doesn't belong.
Oh, another one too. Awakening. Sorry, awakening. Yes.
Awakening, resurrection, lover's quarrel.
If Evander shared that with the group.
But yeah, Gray would ask, since she brought it up, that she sticks her nose where it doesn't always belong.
And then she would say, she has been known to awaken things that don't need to be.
Things which go against natural order of things, necromantic ways, things of that matter.
Not so much necromancy, but see, our druid kin can awaken certain creatures and give them sentience. She does this
I read in
freely.
the snow whale.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that would be her. Um, these things sometimes don't want to live with their newly found sentience. They find their ways hard here. They find their lives touched with pain and self-awareness. This goes against the natural order. We had to part ways.
I have questions for her. Will she give me the answers?
Depends what you ask. I haven't seen her in decades. We seem to move around, but I try to remain distant. Rieta I will see on
Are you
occasion.
afraid of her?
I'm not afraid. I'm just displeased. Rieta and I see each other on occasion. And those are always... And you see the word lovers quarrel and like a sadness, hint of sadness come by again, Vander, and it feels like she loved this woman and it didn't work out. So, she says with kind of a sad fondness, yes, I see Rieta on occasion, but we try not to, we try to avoid Emnon.
Do you know what her motivation might be for this? Surely, if it's something which caused the fracture in your coven, there must be strong motivation in order to break something like that up.
You sense, hesitation, and you just see the word daughter in her mind over and over and over again. If you want to probe deeper, you can.
It's okay. By this point, the spell probably ended.
Okay.
It's only like a minute.
Okay. So, she says, replies out loud though, she doesn't want to be a necromancer per se, but she believes herself to be just in her ways, bringing things back to life, bringing things to life, to awareness. She doesn't always think things through.
Why have you not tried to talk sense into her then? Or have you?
I have. Till my red scales turned blue in the face. Not scales, my red skin turned blue in the face. It's hard to reason with someone who is as stricken as she is.
It seems that that is not the only practices that have been out of balance with nature. This land has known an unending winter.
Yes.
I assume most people would be looking to you and yours for solutions.
I am only one. And we are old.
Pretty old myself. Relatively.
Then you know how tiring it can be.
It's true. But despite it, I don't sit alone in front of a fire trying to do something about it.
I've tried. I've tried to break the weather from its icy bonds. But it is more than that. It's something beyond my capability. Perhaps I know Rieta can't do it. She's about the same as I. Perhaps Amnon could do it because she, well, continues her streaks of madness here and there. But I'm not sure if she's even powerful enough to stop this, Rime.
So is the third.
Yes.
Then she is the
You
one.
say that. You say that even she may not be powerful enough. That somewhat implies that you have an idea of how this rhyme may be stopped, only there is not the necessary power to accomplish the act. Do you have ideas towards this end?
I only know it can be stopped because it started. Suddenly. Winter was all the time. I've tried to stop the winter, to stop the hunger, to stop the pain, to stop the sacrifice, but to no avail. I am only one old woman.
But you know that Nom is not the one responsible. This is a separate thing entirely.
Yes.
Right. Well, my business lies with her then. You've told me all I need to know. And I thank you for that. But I must
Can I
say,
ask, what is she to you? Why do you seek her?
she has
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts again,
On who?
focusing on Gray this time.
Okay.
what he says out loud is she has
And I'm not probing deeper, just so you know.
right, so I'll give you the surface. So what he says out loud is because she is the one that has the answer to the questions that I need. His surface thoughts are because she's responsible. So, I thank you for what you told me. And so I only think it fair, since this was once someone that you cared about, and probably still do. I'm going to get those answers. By any means. Thank you for letting me sit by your fire.
Of course. Like I've said, Riata and I are harmless. But, Anon should be approached with caution. She's a little more unpredictable.
I'll be ready.
Please
Surface
stay
thoughts.
if you want. But expect me to be gone by in the morning. I don't like to settle.
Unfortunately, I have a place that I need to be. Um, surface thoughts about when he was warned by Amnon is I mean, you definitely get it's because I don't necessarily think that everyone just thinks in sentences. But I feel like the vibe that you get is like Gray is like fully prepared to super kill this woman. But is not his. He's not going there to kill this woman. He's going there for answers, and he's prepared to fight her for them. And
Oh,
he
I thought
does.
you meant this.
No,
This
no, no,
woman.
no,
I was
no.
just like, what? She offered us
Amnon.
soup.
No, Amnon. He's prepared to fight Amnon, but he wants answers before he wants any kind of retribution. He needs to know if he needs retribution. I think that's fair for Surface. Well, sorry to drag all of you out here for just me to have a simple conversation and then drag us all the way back to Bryn Shander so I don't get my head cut off. Unless you have a means, ma'am, of possibly getting us closer in a shorter amount of time.
Let me see what you can do.
Speaking of time, madam, I'm recently researching into the concepts of time. Would you have any knowledge that you might be willing to pass along, or if you know of a source or resource that I could learn more about the concept of time and magic and how they mix?
What do you want to know?
I would like to know if it's possible to interact with the flow of time without interrupting it or disturbing it.
You ask a woman of natural order how to break that.
No, I'm not looking to break the order. Seasons change. They progress. They progress in a natural, linear way. But I'm wondering, is it at all possible to move in between time? Not to remove a season, but to see if seasons can be folded.
This is beyond my physics. I know I know, but Damia does not know quantum theory
Okay.
or space time. So
It,
Damia
it was just funny to me.
Damia would say
Then you-
no.
Nate's like, ooh, theoretical physics.
But you see her smile and start to chant.
If you would have a message for Amnon,
Oh.
I would well, just in exchange for this kindness that you are obviously beginning to prepare. Do you have a message that you would like brought to Amnon? It's the least I could do.
Tell her it wasn't her fault.
Right?
And she will begin
Vander's just gonna
probe deeper.
link with Kavik.
Oh.
No. Vander's gonna just link with Kavik real quick and say, oh man, that's kind of strange. The way she was talking about it before made it sound like it was really her fault. That's it.
Hey.
Just gossip.
Just subtweeting her with our brains.
Okay.
And you see all of you turn into clouds over the next minute. You lose your etherealness and you turn into gaseous clouds with a flying speed of 300 feet. resistance to damage from non-magic weapons. You can revert to your normal form, but it takes a minute, during which time you're incapacitated. But you are under the effect of wind block. So,
Let's speed way home.
yeah. So that lasts 8 hours, so you guys can get a head start,
We could just fly in a straight line to Bryn Shander.
pretty much. And on that note, we will take a
It's
break
got
for
to
the
be.
night.
Oh,
Sorry, Jim.
that's fine.
This has got to
I was
be.
gonna say something I was gonna say something sciencey, but it's probably not.
Yeah, more physics. You turn into gaseous forms. Alright, so we're gonna take our break tonight. Wondering about the theories of the universe and how this all works, because, yeah. Alright, we'll BRB, guys. Just listen to the rhythm of your heart. We're back.
There you go.
Okay. Cool. Cool. We're back, and our adventurers are up here, and they are turning into clouds slowly. Any final words, guys? No. Okay. So you guys turn into
So like
clouds.
as the cloud thing is happening, Cav is gonna be like, "Do you mean you're going to disincorporate us?" And then he just kind of fades into a cloud.
um, Nate, do some science and math for us. Let's go with math, not turn order. Sorry. To calculate how long it would take for you to get to Bryn Shander for 12 miles, going
500 feet.
300 feet per.
Is it 300?
I think it's
300.
300
Are we able
I
to?
never figured out.
Are we able to dash as clouds?
Yes.
Yeah. What if we get a good tailwind?
Yes, you can dash in your.
Okay.
So
So
600.
at the speed of 300 feet,
Yeah.
right? 300 feet for 6 seconds. So normal speed means we would be traveling at 34 miles an hour, which then means if we're dashing, we can double that. So we can travel 68 miles in an hour. And
means-
how far do we need to go?
Like 12 miles.
12. So it takes
So,
us like
like-
10 minutes.
Like yeah, like about like like a fifth.
Yeah, it's 0.15 hours or 0.17.
Okay, you ride with Bryn Shander. As
Like
clouds.
all the time. We need to learn how to do this.
Well, now I'm too early for the cleric.
I mean,
So
you
we
guys
camp
could fly to go
outside
to see
for
the other
3 days.
druids.
Oh, that's right. I can't go in the city. Well, if you guys want to go in the city,
We just do something else that's on our list.
You could have gone
yeah,
to
I don't
How,
know.
how many
cabin.
more days do we have?
Oh wait, yeah, dude. Well, no. See, if we fly further away and then turn into people, we won't make it to Bryn Shander in time.
Let's
Let's
just camp outside.
just camp outside because I was
Okay.
gonna say, did anyone want to do a quick flyover Kelvin's cairn and just get like a bird's eye view of it and then loop back around or no?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Calvin's
Just to make we have it for 8 hours, so why don't we like you
Yeah.
know
We'll
get
just
some...
we'll do a quick aerial recon.
We can't talk. Can Evander still talk telepathically as a cloud?
Sure. Why not?
We
He
can
can
just
Okay.
see
land
you.
and talk it out, and then
Can he
reform.
see you? You...
Well,
Sure, you're a
um,
creature. You can see.
Well, I was
each other.
I was gonna say, yeah. Kepler said you could turn out of a cloud and then talk and be like, "Wait, we got to Bryn Shander really early,"
Yeah,
and then be like, "Phew, "Let's
That's
check
fine.
Kelvin's cairn."
that's fine.
We've got 8 hours of this. We could probably look at every single place on the map that we are thinking about going.
Let's see. Where's Calvin's cairn next to Lonely One? Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So you're a boy. This thing. Okay. Why is it in Targus? That's so weird. Okay, so Calvin's cairn, basically is just like a rounded mountain. You see like a base camp at the bottom, and then you see a path winding up towards the top. It looks like there are some things along the way you could swoop down and look at if you went around the path. But otherwise, it looks like it's just like a singular path up the snowy, rounded hill. Do you guys want to investigate out of your cloud form, or do you want to just kind of ride by it?
As if we get out of the cloud form, there's no chance that we can be assured we get back in, and it would take us much longer to get back to Bryn Shander.
Don't we
And
just
so I think we
automatically go
ought
back
to.
in if we want to within the 8 hours?
Yes, but it takes a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, we can switch
okay.
back
So
we have a day of switching back and forth into
Yeah,
clouds.
8 hours
right.
of
So
it. Yeah.
let's do that then. Time out. Quick time out.
Yeah.
So we went up to the druid on our axe beaks and our two sleds
Yes.
and our dogs. What happened to our stuff?
It's still there. Because
Okay.
she said she'd help you, but you have a lot of animals.
Well, I mean, in terms of but she's gonna wait. She's concentrating on this for a day,
Yeah.
so I'm sure a druid with a druid grove does not mind taking care of some animals for the day. But she said she'll be gone tomorrow.
In the morning, she was leaving.
So
We can just
basically,
fly back, pick up
yeah.
the stuff, leave Gray behind at the city, and then trek our way back.
That's true. You could drop me off, go get the axe beaks and stuff, and then meet me here in 4 days.
I mean, we do need to just get back. I mean, what are we gonna drop him off to wait alone in the wasteland?
I mean,
If we
We can
have
just-
all the
just
time to
return
travel back,
and
I
go
should
through.
fly back, take our stuff, and drive back.
yeah, with all of this speed that we have, we could honestly go look for Amnon the same day. We could cover a lot of ground apparently in 8 hours. This is a
So
lot.
why don't we do a recon, fly around, and at the end land back at the druid, or where the druid is, not exceeding our 8 hours, and then drive back to Bryn Shander. Do we have enough time to do that?
I think we could do that. I think we could look around Kelvin's cairn. We could probably check out the Black Cabin, spend a few hours in people form, because we're just supposed to check and see if a dude is alive there. So we could also do that.
What
and
if
go
we
back
get into trouble?
I
Worst
mean,
case scenario, something happens. Because he hasn't been seen, if we go investigate that.
okay, well, what would be... I'm gonna step into character. What would be the worst case scenario then? So,
You die.
I mean, that's true, but then I guess that I don't really care about what happens. I mean, if I'm late, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm not planning on dying. I've got things to do, people to see. But I mean, we could at least look in on the Black Cabin. If there's no one home, something's probably happened. If someone is home, we say, hey, you're supposed to be checking back in, and you haven't. Or we could just do a quick
Also,
look around the
a
canyon.
DM question. If it took us half an hour to fly to Bryn Shander,
Mhm.
how long would it take us to fly to Kelvin's cairn? And how much time do we have left on our 8 hours?
So, I'd say it took you double the time to go to. No, not even double the time. 1.5 times to go to Calvin's Cairn. So, and then it would be like, so you'd have about.
That would be like an hour,
Yeah, so you'd have about.
right? Or less. I don't know.
You'd have about
Yeah,
6
so
hours.
we used up an hour and a half of it.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
sat and talked, though. Right? So you'd have
Another
about
half an
6
hour.
hours left. Yeah.
Okay. And then it's back
And then
to
how
the
long do
druids.
we need to... Yeah, how long does it take to fly back to the druid's place?
From Kelvin's Cairn. Who's measuring in.
That's
yellow?
me. So
Okay.
if it's about 17 miles to Bryn Shander.
Uh-huh.
It's about 19 miles to
So it'd take you another hour and a half to get
an
from
hour-
Kelvin's Cairn to the
an hour
teaching
and
site.
like because we can if Nate's saying that we're traveling at like 30 anywhere from
True,
30
true.
to 60
Okay.
miles an hour, then then at
You
30
need
miles an
about
hour
an
you
hour.
don't travel
You need
19.
a little over an hour to get there. Yeah.
So we probably have 4 hours to burn.
Yeah.
is the conclusion.
Yes.
Then maybe the time is best spent for the druid. You want answers? We can get them for you. Why
That,
delay the purpose of the day?
That I'm sure could be dangerous. She said as such. And that's definitely going far away from all of the other towns. If you're willing, I want to talk to her, and I care more about talking to her than meeting my little court date. But if I can't go into Bryn Shander anymore, otherwise they put my head on a spike, I suppose I could delay my answers a little while longer. In the end, I think since where we need to be is my fault, I think that it would only be fair that you all decide what is the best use of our time, rather than me. Because I know where I need to be. And if need be, I can separate from you all and be at Bryn Shander when I need to be. Don't let me hold you back. Kavik, you're kind of quiet.
It's so hard to focus. It's like my mind is going 20 different directions. I think there's just too many options. I'm tired of thinking all the time. Tired of always trying to solve the problems
This
with
was
my mind.
This was really not the moment I was expecting you to have that kind of epiphany, because I really was hoping that you would be the one to do it now. But okay, but I appreciate the character development.
Sorry, I just... Right now, all I can think is... time.
I stand up sort of abruptly, right in the snow. Quick, fly, cabin, and then underneath that, druid, and then underneath that, Bryn Shander.
And
Sort of hands on hips, looking at party, like.
well, farewell, you've always been one to be able to make decisions. Is this alright with you, Evander?
Let's boogie. Whatever that means.
Anji, we're going this way. You don't get us.
Well, I never.
Let's so let's do what Farewell suggests. Let's quickly scout out the cabin. We did our little once around Kelvin's cairn. Turn back into clouds, hit the cabin, go
Okay.
back to the Druid Grove, pick up our animals, and we'll take them back by land, so that we arrive at Bryn Shander pretty much right on the day that I need to, I think, because 4 days.
Also gives us some time before you need to enter the city again for us to perhaps enter. Is it all of us who can enter, or just you?
I think I'm the only one that's convicted of something. So
Because as a footnote, then I would like to put it to the group that I'd like to check out that priest before we return, because it's kind of, I don't know, he was fishy, and it would be nice to know whether or not, hey, come back in 10 days, we totally trust you to leave and come
right,
back.
so it's not a trap to execute me anyway.
Definitely a trap.
I appreciate that. Okay. I
Right,
think
so we're on our way to check out this cabin.
Black Cabin.
Okay.
Hey, look, we ended up making my little shape anyway, pretty much. Just sort of not in the way we
Sort of.
expected. Sort of. There was a lot of crossing over the lake.
Okay.
It was like.
Sorry, looking stupid. Alright, so you're going to the Black Cabin. Where is it? Where is it? Where is
There's
it?
like
Where is
having to like flip to like 6 different pages in the book because we're just flying everywhere so fast.
it? You might be flying.
Wipe
Oops, you're
the
not the
light
lonely one. Sorry,
away from
sorry. Just
me.
decided to click you guys there. Hold on.
No, no, no. I see nothing. I know nothing.
There we go. Can everybody see?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
I can hear too. Good grief.
Perched on the edge of a snowy ridge above a gorge is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever path might have led to this ramshackle retreat lies buried under the snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. Large snowdrifts huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse. Only the wind visits the sinister place.
Well, I'm gonna make my
Well,
echo because I see him on the map here, so
Oh,
I might as
sorry,
well.
sorry. I
No,
just put
I'll
him on
make
there
him.
for posterity.
That's all good. It reminded me that I would like to have him here.
Okay.
So, I mean, my vote is that he's not okay.
there's only one way to know for sure. Let's go and check.
Alright.
He was researching how to stop the rhyme, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, this music's very dramatic.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go
I
ahead
like
and
it.
cast mage armor on myself.
Okay. Jeez, I didn't know how intense this was. Very cool.
Yeah, I'll like at least get past these trees so I can.
Okay. So you see the
Yeah, I
stairs
guess
right
if
here. Actually, you
everybody
see the
else is
stairs
like
on this side.
thinking of a fight.
And it's leading up here, and then you see two doors going. And some windows as well.
Do we want to try the old calling out, is anybody there, or are we just making an assumption? Go to each door? Is that what the 2 points are? Are you pointing at the doors?
I'm pointing at you, but you're on the. I don't know which way if it's mirrored or not.
Ah, right.
I don't even know where you are in reference to me,
The
actually. But
opposite side, actually.
I'd be pointing at Gray.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh, wait, no. The opposite side. So you were right the first
Some
time.
people go both ways.
Because your mirror is.
You're in
Yeah.
the corner, so basically, yeah, just point sort of like
There you go. No.
yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Heading over here.
Anyway.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna draw my rapier
Uh-huh.
and start going up the stairs.
Okay. The stairs ascend 20 feet. So as you get on them. That's
Hold
cool.
on. Don't go too far ahead without me, Kavik. We've been over this. We've been over this with the ice troll. Can I put an ear out? Is it just dead quiet
Yes.
around here? That's a good sign. Hello.
And I guess I just kind of approach the door. Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anything in particular?
The first door here?
Yes.
Yes. Give me. You can all give me a perception check.
I'll send Slate.
Ooh, all right. 19.
14.
8.
You guys don't hear anything. Maybe a little scurrying, but nothing too big.
Can I
Is this a
peek in?
window I'm next to?
Can
I
you
was
see
gonna
in?
say,
Then that's a window. Yes. The white
yeah.
thing's the door.
Yeah. I look through the window. What do I see in this room?
Frost covers every surface of this abandoned workshop. Gray, you were
Oh,
looking
it's
in
a
the window.
workshop.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at another window.
The room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and flesh. You also can catch the faint odor of wine. Snow has fallen through the roofs and been pushed into corners by stiff winds blowing through broken windows. The walls and furniture are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table, on the floor amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton and a round frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
Hey, everyone. I
Oh,
think
is
I
it?
found our researcher and his research, and bad news about both. I'll point out the charred skeleton and book. Looks like there's something else there, but I can't really tell what it is. But I think we've got our confirmation.
And is there a way into the building that I can see from here, like a door or
Yeah, the door's
anything?
right here, direct east, that white thing.
Yeah, you're
You're in
next to
front
a
of a
door right
door.
now.
Oh, okay.
There's a door here, and there's a door here.
And
Yeah.
and I could really quickly, if you wanted, teleport in there, grab that item, and teleport out. But our
The book as well.
confirmation,
Maybe it's not smart of you to
I don't
grab
think.
it directly.
But I
Let's
mean,
check out this smaller room here first.
Hey, Anji, you got any pings on your little magic detection?
Alright, well, let me get to the window, and I can peer in from my perspective. And let's see if she sees anything. Nope, nothing. Nothing pinging inside there.
I know you're gonna open the door. I want to just throw out a little bit of bait. Just in case I want to teleport in the future. Can I recreate my echo inside this room and see if anything tries to attack it?
Can you send me a link to what your echo does?
I can.
You could jump between, and we can call it the bait and switch.
I can't see through my echo, at least not yet. I'm not high enough level, but I can create it anywhere that I can see, so I can see in the window.
Let me just Google something real. Okay. Your echo sees. Oh wait, you can't see through your echo. Nothing attacks your echo directly. No.
Yeah, I was just watching my echo. I will be able to see through my echo at a higher level,
Okay.
but not right now.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing jumps out to attack your echo.
All right. I think it's actually as clear as can be. We've listened, we've observed, and I put bait and nothing took it. I think we can go in.
Which one, the bigger room or the smaller
Uh,
room?
Yeah, I guess that's the next
Yeah,
consideration.
you
Do we
guys,
want to
you
go
guys are
towards
all at the
the
door.
charred room?
Let's check out the small room first, and then we'll try the big room.
Alright, let me open that door for you
All
guys.
right. Shall step inside.
You said most everything is covered in frost, but I see like
Yes.
is this a table here? Is it like a chest?
It's a table and a small workbench. Oh, a bookcase against the north wall, sorry.
Yes.
And a table in the middle.
I'm gonna check out that bookcase.
You reveal
Everything.
a family of squirrels has been living in it.
Oh, they've destroyed the book. Bad.
Yes.
You take your laser.
No,
There are scraps of paper and other detritus? Detritus?
Detritus.
Tridents.
Sorry. Again, reader, not a speaker. Fun. Then the squirrels have collected. Okay, so the detritus and scraps of paper in there from the squirrels, but nothing else.
There's no complete books.
No.
All right, I'm gonna collect any scraps of paper that have like legible material.
They are soiled with squirrel poop. It's like a nest. Fun fact.
I wouldn't be able to cast mending on that to fix it, would I?
Probably not. Like little bits
All
of
right.
paper.
Well, I frustratedly toss the scattered bits of paper into the air and storm out of the room.
Okay. Angie
You
says.
said that the
Go ahead.
room. You said that the room was frost covered.
Yes.
Does this appear to be like magically generate? Like, there's no hole in the roof that has caused this. Like, does it look like there's certain areas of the room that are more concentrated with frost than others?
The corners maybe near the windows. So it looks like it's just been air blowing through.
So from natural
Yep.
causes, not necessarily like.
Magical
Okay.
per se. Well, do you want me to have a peek in the next room, or are you guys good to go? Says Anji.
I
Let's
point to the
go.
door.
Yeah. Keep going. If you mean point to not back at the exit door.
Alright,
So let's move on to the next room.
Alright. So, someone go first, I guess, to the door, and I will read you
I
writing.
suppose. Yeah, I suppose that'll be me.
Okay.
I can hop this gap easily.
Okay. Yeah, the gap doesn't need an age check. So you open the door.
Echo Gray, where are you? I've lost you. There you are.
And there you go. I'm going to delete this square thing, I think. Right?
Oh, yes, that was me mistake.
Okay. So you walk in the room and you see a bunch of things covered in the same frost. Now, you moved in and you have to give me a dexterity saving throw because that is weakened floor.
I'll use the natural 20.
You save against
I
it.
don't feel like falling in the floor today.
There's an area you see. Well, the floor sinks in as you set your foot down and you catch yourself and you see that, here, I'll just show it to you, because you'd be able to see by now. Uh, is this a, oh, that is a gym
Careful.
info.
Don't all file in. The floor is weak.
Do you see that now?
Yes, I'm literally standing on words that say
Yes.
weak floor.
Oh, okay.
All
There's the outline.
do all of us make the check or just him?
No, just him. Hold on.
Oh,
I guess
I
that's
do
on
not
the
see an
map
outline.
layer.
I saved anyway. So
Is it? You could just draw an outline for us.
It's like in a regular shape, and that would take me. Honestly, that would take me too long. Can you see it now?
Shade in the squares, maybe.
I did.
No.
Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. GM overlay,
okay.
token light. There we go.
There.
Oh,
Hey, it's kind of shaped
See,
like a heart.
like a
like
heart.
a
A
heart.
heart pink.
Yeah. So
It's
that's weak
Pride
floor.
Month, Jim.
Yeah. Go pride.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Gray will just be like, yeah, do what you're doing. Stay against the front wall there.
Um,
Uh,
there are like things on the table. There's a skeleton, and then there's a 6-inch black gyroscope next to the body of the corpse.
the burned book is on the
I'm gonna
Black
table.
go see
gyroscope,
the
yeah.
gyroscope.
Okay.
I'd like to check out the body.
Okay.
And I would like to mage hand and grab the book.
Okay.
Well, I'll sit here in the heart and look pretty then.
um, Evander, as you just, how do I word this? Are you gonna stay where you are next to Gray? Smiley face, said with a smile, and mage hand it from
You want to
there.
be right where you
Well,
are?
I imagine that I would get out of the doorway,
Yeah.
but likely I would do it from uh, if Farewell has moved on towards the body, I would do it from that little
Yeah,
window,
I'm not sure what the body
like
is
here.
in this
Still,
room, but I
yeah.
would be
Yeah, they don't show you the body.
yeah over here. I
Probably
don't
too
know.
gruesome. I'm kidding. Let's do this in a sort of order then. Evander, you mage hand the book towards you, and Greg, give me a perception check. Evander, it says on it's a charred book. Nothing remains except for a badly burned spine in the book, which reads "Wonders of Nethe dash." It looks like it's been burned from
You asked you asked
Nethe burn. I'm
you
sorry,
asked
what
me
did
for
you
a
roll?
perception check.
Yeah.
22.
You can see that as he floats by, what it says on the spine. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Gonna wish that I kept the dang. Well, okay.
Your dice are going everywhere tonight.
Yeah.
I've been having this issue where the way I'm rolling, I guess they're hitting my keyboard and then they bounce into my
Yeah.
lap. 15. Wisdom saving throw. That's good for me.
You don't hear anything. You see in your mind a flash of a memory.
Okay.
You've seen this book before in its entirety. Not the burned one, but you've seen a actual copy of this book one other place.
Where?
I'm sorry,
The
two
book?
other only though, two other places. One you've heard of the location, the other place you know you've seen more. So that makes sense. Okay. So you've heard of this book before at least, and you've seen it before in a special place.
In that flash, do I see the full title?
No.
Where where is the other place?
You know that. Let me rephrase this. You've seen it yourself one other place, but you know that it's could be in circulation other places. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
The place you
Can I?
saw it,
Yeah.
uh, the word that resonates with you is home. And then it fades from your memory.
And the unburned part is the what of Neth?
Wonders of Neth.
Wonders of Neth. Okay. Thank you. Carry on.
Sorry, that's all you see Evander too. It's this charred book that floated into your fingers. You saw Gray kind of look at it funny as it floated into the air, but you reach it, it's just ashes in your hand at this point. It's nothing of note. We'll go to Farewell, and then we'll go to Kavak. Farewell. Without needing any sort of check, you would guess that this was, um, that this belonged to a human male who was out here. So you recognize the remains as a human male. Little remains of the clothing, but here's the question: how far into investigating this charred pile of remains would Farewell be interested in?
Um, well, first I would, okay, this is a dude, probably maybe the guy we're after, and then next is how did he die? Magic, stab, whatever, and then does he have anything on him? Would be the next
As you sift through the
um,
charred bones and ashes,
steps.
you find what looks like a symbol. Let me see what it looks like. Hold on. A symbol that looks like a coin with two hands coming up and a sun in the middle. It looks like this fellow used it maybe as a symbol or some kind of necklace, but it looks like it would be magical because it survived this kind of wreck, you know. So you have that.
Yeah, I'd pick that up.
Okay.
It's obvious this was some sort of magical incineration or explosion or something of that
Give
nature,
me a
since it's
give me an Arcana check.
bones and charring and okay. 12.
It could have been magic. It's you're not very sure exactly sure, but it could have been.
All right.
Um, Anji is gonna look in and say, look over at Kavik and say, there's some sort of magic surround. Well, that only lasts 10 minutes, doesn't it? Detect magic.
Yeah,
I
but we
believe
probably would have
so.
gone into this
All
room
right.
10 minutes after.
She would have said
I
it
mean,
would
it
be
didn't take us that
ending.
long in the
It would be
workshop.
ending on the ending side. But she would say that revealed some sort of residual magical aura around it, Kavik.
Should I touch it? Like, or should I leave it alone?
That's up to you, my friend.
I. How big is this thing?
It's 6 inches.
Uh, I pick up this gyroscope and hold it for a minute while I cast Identify,
Before you can do
with
that,
my
I need
thought pearls near
everyone.
them. Oh,
Before
no.
you can do this, I need you, Anji, Farewell, and Evander to all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, the one thing I'm like okay with making a save for.
Let me see if I've got Anji's sheet with us.
What I'm talking about. Dirty 20.
Alright,
Natural 20.
alright.
That's a 22.
Natural 1.
Okay.
The
Oh
luck had to
no!
run out somewhere, Nate. I'm sorry.
I was excited. I was like, man, I've got
Wait a
proficiency
second, hold
in
on,
con
hold on.
saves.
Do you have anything that lets you reroll saves or anything? Any psychic?
Your cat figurine does.
I can use my lucky cat. You can reroll.
You've got a wait. What?
The
Did
lucky
you see
cat
the
You've got
cat
statue
a
I thought
thing
the
for
figurine?
kid
that?
gave her. I think only Kepler saw that.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
You'd only know that.
No, I didn't even tell the rest of the party or bring it up so they wouldn't know.
Okay.
But you have to use your new roll. And I use my reaction to do that.
Yeah, totally.
Yay! We love presents from children.
Eplin saves the day.
It was a halfling, not a child.
It was a halfling,
Nate.
child.
Same thing.
It was a natural 4 for 8.
Okay.
Better? It's better.
Better.
It's not a one, but
Not bad.
Natural one.
Alright, hold on.
Waste it.
I'm gonna use my phone calculator to do this. So give me 1 second, guys.
And 100 D6s.
99 bottles of beer on the 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, it blows up. Now all of you is on the wall. 99 pieces of you on the wall.
Alright. Those who saved over 17 received 59 points of damage.
Oof baboof.
I'm
I'm
gonna
down.
roll straight for Anji.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm not down.
Well,
Anji fails,
I'm dead,
hold.
but not dead.
and the other received 98 damage from this device. And is turned to ashes.
I'm so sorry. You literally said the worst case scenario going here was someone dies.
Yeah, Kavak's dead.
And I think that's
Well-
pretty much everybody.
Well, no,
that
you said you
that.
got a dirty 20.
She
I
said
did, but I
even
still
those,
only have 35 hit points.
How much
And
hit
I
points
only have
does that
28.
But it didn't go over my max, is what I'm
28
saying.
28 times 2 is 50.
because 59 divided by 2 is 29.
Yep. Yeah, it would have to
Did
be a
3
70
people
point
just
hit for me.
die?
Yeah.
Greg, what do you do?
Plus, I don't know what Angie's.
I only
I mean,
rolled
Oh my stars.
what did I see? What just happened?
You saw Kavik go, hey, this looks boom! And this little, like, nexus of light explodes from his hands. And then ashes.
And Anji, like, what happened to their bodies?
They're ash.
The only person I see is Farewell.
No, I died. Because 59 is over my hit points. I would do death saving throws technically.
Well, yeah,
I don't
but
know
so
if it's
are
a
you?
incineration type spell or what.
Yes, if they go to 0 hit points, do they turn to ash?
Yes.
All right, you're now officially the only person left in our party.
Good luck.
What
What
do
do
I
you
do? I don't know. I don't even know if he really like fully comprehends. Um, I mean, I'm a be honest. I know it's like 15 minutes until the end of our session, but I think he just takes a few moments and he just gives the absolute most primal bottom of his gut yell into the sky and just like collapses on his knees in all of the ash and angrily puts his hands on the side of his head and he twists the helmet and he takes it off, chucks it at the far end of the room, and he goes, "Damn it! No! You're supposed to be smarter than that!" Can't lose it all again.
The rest of you hear a voice. Oi, what have you done to my thingy that you touched? You damn near broke it again. And you turn to see who you think is McReedus. The one whose skeleton you found, and the one who you were sent here to find.
Uh, Excuse me. Um, I'm not sure that break is the right word. I merely touched it.
Well, it's not working, is it?
What's it meant to do?
You have to fix it. Tell your friend to fix it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
It's the ethereal, so we can sort of hazily see into the material, right?
Mhm.
They just can't see us. Okay,
Right.
that's what I thought. I would like to pick up a light piece of wood
Okay, give me a charisma check. Sorry,
gently sort of float it over towards Gray.
You have to make a charisma check to do
Do I have
this.
to make a roll?
Yeah, charisma check.
All right, I will do that.
Oh, we have to use charisma as ghosts? It's gonna
Yeah,
suck
sorry,
for me.
Me too. I don't have a great charisma
Oh well.
roll.
Negative charisma.
Is it just straight charisma?
I'm sorry?
Or I guess it's the same. I got a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully move, and Gray, as you're sitting there, helmet across the room, just seething with this infernal fire inside of you. This piece of like basswood just gently floats in front of you.
And stops.
I put
drop
my
it in
hand
front of him.
You put your hand where?
Can I make a handprint on my pile of ashes?
Yes. Give me a charisma check. Everyone that wants to do anything in the plane ethereal has to make charisma checks to see if you succeed.
Yeah, the board would float over to you and then drop in
23.
front of you.
23, you're successful. You create a handprint in the ashes.
I want to pick up his helmet.
It's too heavy. You can only do 5
It's not?
pounds.
I thought it'd be at least 5 pounds.
Although it's hazy, what do we see where Gray's helmet was once? Like, do we get
Right.
any sort of definition on that, or?
How
Uh,
well can they see my face?
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
seeing through a fog. And it's still like you're seeing through a fog.
Okay.
It's indistinct. It is
Uh,
a man's face. It is a human man, but it still glitches a little. So through this haze, you just can't get a good look at it right now.
Like
Can't get a
through a
good. Okay.
frosted window.
Yeah.
Well, I
You know,
will.
you know the basic shape, but not the.
Yeah. I will say, because I have an idea of what is seen, but since
Go for it.
it's not, so you can't see super well, but I'll tell you the normal part. Is a majority of the face, like probably about from like this eyebrow, like around the nose, like here. So like this chunk, we're not talking about. The whole like side where his helmet was melted. But you see a human man, um, about mid to late 60s, like 65, 66, salt and pepper hair, beard, um, black skin as in dark skinned human, dreadlocks, that are tied tight, into like a little, um knot kind of at the back, um tired eyes, scars, all of this. You can't fully make it out because you're all ghosts or something, but it's like strips of different skins. Strip of green skin with a different eye, strip of scales, strip of almost like fur, and then just patches of different. It's like 5 other faces have been shoved into half of my face.
Interesting. It's like we're
Um,
encountering a bunch of variants.
a
Chad,
regular
I thought you.
ear, a yellow skinned ear with bumps along the top sort of ridge of it.
Uh,
But yeah, so you're doing ghost stuff.
Right.
for my ghost move,
Yeah.
I will attempt to sketch his face in the snow or frost or dust.
Give me a charisma check, then
The
give me
hell,
a dexterity check. It's gonna suck.
the hell is happening?
Oh, it's a natural 20 minus 2 or
It goes
1.
through. It goes through.
All right. For the
Right.
charisma check and for the dex,
Some
Yeah,
What the hell
great.
is happening?
that's a
Is
15
is
plus
my
2 for 17.
So much.
DM
It looks
question?
okay.
Is my Chewingo here as well?
You're what? Oh!
The,
Your
probably also
Chewingo.
incinerated, right? So is
Chewingo
it
was
there?
also incinerated and is on
Is
your
it?
Oh
shoulder.
Is there a little
no!
joke ghost Chewingo on my shoulder still?
Yes, it's very
Oh,
confused.
whew.
Um,
Thank goodness.
Gray,
Yeah.
as you look around and see this supernatural stuff happening, after watching all of your compatriots die in a blaze of something, an explosion, that's where we're gonna end today, because it's 9:59. Alright, cool.
I'm so excited by this. I don't know why. I think this is just so funny.
Well, you know what? What a great way that is, because I literally thought you were all dead, so I ripped off the helmet angrily, and then you were all like,
We see you.
You can't really see that much.
I'm pretty sure we thought we were all dead too.
Yeah.
yeah, I was
There's
literally
still
sitting here like,
time.
did Sarah? I was like, did I literally just get sole survivor? What if I just said that he got angry and left? I thought about
I
saying
thought
it
you were
that he
gonna
just
do that.
Me too.
I was going to I like in that moment I was contemplating. I was like, he's gonna yell and scream and he's gonna wind walk and leave. and you guys would have been. It would have been like everybody make. I'm glad I stayed. Okay, Sarah, take it out. It's
Yeah,
out.
thanks everyone for tuning in tonight and sharing these special moments with us that we seem to be having a lot of cool special moments lately, so. Oh yeah, Nat 20. So Gray used our Nat 20 for the night. Anyone who wants to nominate a player for fantastic role playing, please do so. I think you all did fantastically. Um, oh, proficiency bonuses. Wow, I thought everyone was dead.
I mean, they are. They are
Me
dead.
too.
There's
Yeah.
just. I
We're
could
just
still
not as dead as we thought we were.
look. If you all want to make new characters, I will leave. You know
I'll
what we
think
should
about
do?
it.
Let's just take this clip and send it to Dave, okay, everybody, and then not say anything until next week.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you gone. We killed your character. Sorry about that.
I think that we should
Sorry
just give
about you,
Dave this
Dave.
clip
Oh yeah,
and
sorry.
yeah.
Do you guys want to do a communal Nat 20 for next week? Would that work? I think you all did superbly. Maybe that'll work for everyone, or did you guys have anything else
Pop
to say?
pop it in the communal slot.
Yeah, I
Communal?
think so.
I'll write that down. Someone remind me of that too, though.
Yay.
And then the clouds part and Sarah's heavenly hand drops a little natural 20 into the pile of ash that is all of your bodies.
Yep.
Here you go, guys. Good roleplay today.
Yeah, you guys were great.
I
So,
just seeing I was like, ha, I don't have to make a save, and then I saw one face, two face, three face. I was like,
10d10 plus 35 damage. Well, yo. So that's what it comes down to. So oh thanks Brad BB. Um yeah, so next time you are out with your friends and doing fun stuff and looking into your soul and trying to find your past. Make sure you don't fall through the floor and stay far enough away from the crazy people that want to explore the entire cabin without you, and always add your proficiency bonus. Good night, guys. Let's see if I can turn this off.